What's up, y'all? This is really fun to play. One of my students just sent me this video of Maybelle Carter, who's really famous. She plays this thing that's called the Carter Scratch, which is kind of like similar to the style I was just playing. Let's just check out that video that he sent me, and then we'll go through the parts and I'll kind of show you how to do it. It's actually a little bit easier, I think, than doing the flat picking version, which, you know, if you're not really good at doing flat picking using a regular pick, then that style is actually really, really hard with the flat pick. So this kind of makes it a little bit easier. And some of you might be able to do this like today, I think, if you check out the techniques that we're talking about in the video. So let's just, let's watch the video and then we'll talk about it. I'm gonna stop it. Okay, so one thing I want you to notice is that the way that she's doing this, she's got a thumb pick on, but she's actually using her index finger to do kind of the chuck part. Like normally we kind of have this like boom chuck sound that I have in a lot of my videos. The traditional way of doing that is, you know, all thumb. What she's doing, which makes it the Carter Scratch, is this. Okay, and if you can see what I'm doing, I'm using my index finger. So she's just thumbing it half the time. Okay, and that's just in this video. We're gonna talk about some of her other techniques coming up later where she is doing kind of both at the same time. But check it out. Sometimes she also will do this. Okay, and that's where she's doing kind of the double. So she's going thumb, index, forward and back. Okay, and at first that seemed really weird to me to be able to do that because I didn't think I had the strength, you know, to be able to kind of like keep that going. But it's actually pretty easy if you spend a little bit of time with it. She's also using a finger pick. So she's got like a banjo pick, finger pick on her index finger. I don't think you have to do that. So for this, we'll just kind of use the thumb pick and the finger, and you can also get rid of the thumb pick, just use your thumb. But check it out. So let's go back to the video. Capoed way up on the 7th fret. I'll show you guys in the open position. I'm gonna try this. Okay, so this is a lot like Candyman Blues from Mississippi John Hurt. It kind of has that same flavor like this. Okay, but she's of course, you know, way up in this position, up in 7th position, or actually she'd be in the 8th position because her capo's up in the 7th fret. So since she's not doing like the Candyman type technique with just thumb pick, what is she doing? She's doing this. Okay, the index finger going back and forth. So listen to the difference between what that sounds like. So we have the Mississippi John Hurt way of doing it, kind of doing like this. Okay, and then the way that she does it is kind of more like this. Okay, so you can hear that her version with where she's kind of hitting that back of the hand of the finger is a little bit brighter. She's getting more of that kind of chuck sound. Now, some of the drawbacks on that though is you're not going to be able to aim as well with this finger, okay? So you're going to have to do a lot more left-hand muting, which is really hard. You're also going to have to do some compromises with the melody notes. So sometimes, you know, when you're trying to hit, like a note like this, in her version, it might, you know, kind of be harmonized, kind of something like that. You can still hear that there's like something like that, but there's some string noise around it. It's harmonized correctly as long as you're holding the chord correctly with the left hand. Let's check out another video, because I had to go back and confirm that some of these flat picking books that I've seen that say that she did mostly flat picking was just wrong. So they're always teaching Wildwood Flower. So let's also check that one out and see that she's also doing this same technique. This is the Carter scratch. So here's Wildwood Flower. Just make sure to take a look at her finger and like how she's doing it. And then I'll show you a little bit more on how she's actually doing it. She's so good. Okay, so some of the other techniques that she's really known for is playing kind of like a low melody. Other players will play like a high melody, like on the high strings. She'll keep it down low, but then she also will play it high, and she's playing those high melodies with her thumb. This is a really famous song, Wildwood Flower. It goes like this. Okay, so you can hear that she's playing the melody down low. Right? And she's holding the chord and she's doing all that cool stuff, but she's doing that with her thumb. So she's playing those melody notes below and then kind of adding some high chords below the low melody. So it's a really cool thing she does. So you can see that sometimes she goes up and she's playing those high notes with her thumb, which if you've never done that before, it could be pretty difficult, pretty tricky kind of to do. So I just wanted this one to be a really quick one and to get you guys started on this style if this is something that you're trying to learn. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.